Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 22nd, and this is the Halifax Board of Selectmen meeting. And we are being recorded by Area 58, and we are about to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Right? Pull off again.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so the first item on the agenda is the reorganization of the board. Congratulations, Tom, on your re-election to the board.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and
It was a tough race, but
Blake almost got him.
Blank's a tough character.
So I will entertain a motion for...
I would make a motion that we make Tom Milius the new secretary.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I guess I accept.
Clerk, technically.
Clerk, that's why you threw me.
Yeah,
But,
well,
okay.
I felt like a secretary.
I prefer clerk. I'm sorry.
It's a technical term.
Let's move on.
I would move that Kim Roy be made chair for the upcoming year.
You need a second, don't you? I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
I will make a motion that we nominate Troy Guerin as vice chair of the Board of Selectmen.
I will happily second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Tom, do we have, first, before we do that, does anybody have any additions to the agenda?
Just that I'd like to talk for a minute about Finance Committee and Gordon Andrews, and then also the police chief job description. I didn't have those on the agenda originally, but those things have come up in the
Okay,
last 48 hours. So.
okay, thank you. Was everybody able to review the minutes that are listed in the agenda?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody would like to make a motion?
And I move that we accept the Selectmen's minutes, regular session March 20th, 2018, regular session March 27th, 2018, and regular session April 10th, 2018, and regular session April 24th, 2018.
Do you have a second?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Tom, would you like to?
Sure. Wow, it's been a while. I'm going to have to be retrained for this part of the meeting. I move to affirm approval of the following warrants and commitment. Payroll warrant number 101 for $363,208.03. Vendor warrant number 102 for $112,353.23. Withholding warrant number 103 for $132,790.20. Ambulance commitment number 5A for $31,298. Ambulance commitment number 5B for $21,905.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I move to approve the following warrant. Vendor warrant number 104 for $248,093.27.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. And in a second, I'm going to move to approve payment of the Selectmen's bills dated May 22nd, 2018, as soon as I find them. For South Shore Resource and Advocacy Center, $3,500. South Coastal Counties Legal Services, Inc. for $3,500. This one we're going to have to look at a little bit. This is for Charles Seelig for $345.47.
Can we discuss that issue?
Yeah.
Mileage.
That's mileage. It's a mileage reimbursement. Terminal Exchange Systems for $520. WB Mason, $50.70. And that's it.
I'll second those.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Hi, Charlie.
I'm going to go to the items I mentioned just
Yes,
earlier.
please.
First, with Gordon Andrews' election to the 2 school committees, he'll need to be resigning from the Finance Committee fairly soon. I don't think that Barbara Gaynor, our town clerk, has a letter yet, but he'll need to do it before he goes. I think the elementary school will be first Monday in June. That'll be the first meeting. But what I'd recommend is the board send a letter thanking him for his years of service, both on the Finance Committee and then also as chair of the Finance Committee. The town will be equally well served by having him on the school committees, but I did appreciate all the work and time he put in serving on the Finance Committee all these years.
Yeah, all energy. I would move that.
I'd be happy to second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Charlie.
And then on the police chief, we did get the appropriation from town meeting to hire an assessment firm. But before we do that, we probably need to take another look at the job description. It really hasn't been updated, not even before Chief Broderick was made police chief, but even before that. What I'd recommend probably is whether it's Samantha or somebody, I can put a note up to the MMPA mailing list, for instance, looking for job descriptions for towns, not just our 10 comparable towns, but towns of our size roughly, to get a better idea of what job descriptions look like in 2018. And we can take a look, because we're going to, with Ted leaving in November, working backwards, certainly by this summer, we'll want a firm hire, but they're going to want an up-to-date job description.
Yes, absolutely.
So if that's okay with the board, I'll start work on
I
that.
have no problem with that. I think it's a great idea.
Thank you.
Sure. FEMA floodplain maps, I'm still working out, trying to figure out the difference between the old and new maps. I'm going to attend the review session in Dartmouth tomorrow morning, since it seems to be about the only way I'm getting any information as to where the lines have been moved one way or the other. I don't think it's a major concern to the town itself, but I'd like to be able to tell if the particular property owners, hey, your property is one of those that's being affected by this.
Right.
Use of the Town Hall Green. Congregation Church would like to use the Town Hall Green 2 Sundays from now on June 3rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for their church picnic. There aren't any conflicts.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Could I just pause you for a minute? Thank you for coming. Is there a specific reason?
He's here on the chapter, he's the owner of the Chapter 61
Oh,
properties
yes.
on Wood
Okay.
Street.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yes. Ambulance abatement for April 2018 is $25,295.28.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There's also a request for an ambulance adjustment due to an overpayment by the insurance company, and please adjust the bill that's in here.
Excuse me,
by
an insurance company
94.3.
overpaid?
I think, I guess they did.
Do I have a
Wow.
motion?
I'm just shocked that the insurance company's giving money back. I never.
I'll move the adjustment.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Plymouth County Advisory Board, county requested appointment of the town's representative and alternate for the period July 1st of 18 to June 30th of 19.
I will entertain a motion to place Troy Guerin as the representative for the Plymouth County Advisory Board.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah, they have an upcoming meeting next Thursday. Advisory board.
In fact, I have a copy of the budget here for you.
Budget, okay, the budget.
And we do need an alternate appointed also, please.
Tom,
Sure.
Tomas,
would you like to make that motion, Troy?
I would move that we appoint an alternate Tom Milius for the advisory board,
I'll
Plymouth
second.
County.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
OCPC is having its annual meeting on Tuesday, June 5th at Barrett's Ale House in West Bridgewater. The RSVP date is May 29th. I believe you may have all, Pam, did they all each get invitations, or was it just one that was sent to me?
Oh, I don't know. If anything, it's behind the green.
Okay, well, if anybody's interested in going, I know there's at least one
Yeah.
invite here in the green folder. Communities Coalition, Metropolitan Area Planning Commission in Boston is having a first meeting of the coalition on Tuesday, June 12th in the morning. I don't plan on going, but I will if the board deems it a priority. I don't particularly, as long as the rail's
Are they
running.
doing anything that's going to seriously affect us on transportation?
I don't think so right now, no. I think they're trying to improve the commuter rail in general, but other than the normal problems that we're aware
Well, they're
of.
running on fumes as
Yeah,
it is
right.
because they're not managing the money properly, so there's a problem there.
Just an update on 16 Cedar Street, just so the board's aware, the building inspector and fire chief wrote to the owner that the accessory structure located in the front of the property has been deemed unsafe and can't be used. So they're continuing to work with the board health agent also on that property. Tracy Almeida sent a note of thanks to the animal control officer Noreen Callahan and control officers Michael Slife and Robin McDonald in working with her family when there was a tragic incident involving her dog. What I'd like the board to do is relay that note to the individuals involved and thanking them for assisting the family through
Yes.
that situation.
Yes.
What else? Someone,
All those in favor?
aye.
Thank
Aye.
you.
The Pope's Tavern project, just an update. The building committee had met the Thursday before town meeting. The plans are at the 95% stage with the intent the project goes out to bid this summer. However, the construction estimate is $2.5 million. Of course, with a $2 million budget, which includes some money for the project manager and for the architect, and you need a contingency, $2.5 million is considerably more than what's available just for the construction by itself. I know the committee is going to have as many alternates as possible. In this case, it's what won't we do with the project? In a sense of what, if we've got the frame, are we going to finish the rooms? Are we going to replace the windows and doors in the older part of the structure?
Then you're not gonna put the elevator in?
Well, we'll have to put the elevator in. That's going to be a requirement.
I am so incredibly upset about this. That we are 14 months,
Yep,
15 months into this project, and
no movement.
Or movement in the wrong direction in the sense of staying within the budget that the town meeting had approved originally.
right, and I don't know that we could get another approval. So
Right,
we're gonna have to have I know that we were at the meeting, and I understand that, but we're gonna have to really make sure that the building committee makes the meetings on a date that many of us can attend, because we're gonna have to keep really involved in this project, because we are gonna have to be the ones making the big decisions with the finance committee of what we're gonna do if it's this kind of a surplus. My hope is that it will come in lower, but I still think we'll have work to do. And we made a commitment that that building would have, the existing building would have a complete renovation with new windows and doors and siding. And coupled with that, I don't want to make this a half-butted project. I mean, we have a commitment to make it something that we're proud of, and, we're gonna have to work this out, because I don't want it falling apart at the very end. This has gone on way too long.
I agree.
I was at that meeting, and I have to admit that I was disappointed. I didn't realize the direction all of a
Well,
sudden it took.
Because, as it is, what the committee, or at least the architect really had said, was I was at the meeting in March and was fully informed about the 2.5 million, except that the minutes showed that I
You
wasn't
were not.
anywhere near the place.
He said that I was there too, and I wasn't there, because if we were in the room, we would have,
We would be talking about this back
It
in
would have
March.
come up, right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm disappointed, for instance, that the committee didn't care to inform the finance committee and the selectmen of where things stood back in March.
Yeah, because I'm kind of with Kim. I don't know what kind of support we would possibly get at this point. I mean, anything can happen, but
Right.
I don't see it being
Well, it'll be one of the reasons why we would likely have a meeting, a town meeting the week of August 20th. I'm looking at that week because we want to have the tax rate set on time and bills sent out on time, but also there's the state election the week of September 4th. Barbara Gaynor will be busy with that. And then the week before that, she's doing early voting likely, and she'll be busy with that. So the week of the 20th is probably, if we're going to have a town meeting before tax bills go out, then it needs to be that week.
Right.
and we also need the commitment, whatever the decision is, we need the commitment from the finance committee, because it's, without their support, it's really
Difficult.
very difficult, so.
Just on a side note, the site plan, at least for the project, was approved by a
That's
planning
good.
board last week, so that's a small hurdle to go over. I'm going to give the county budget to Troy after the meeting. on Ponce Pond, the diversion procedure. If you remember back in March, I was finding it difficult to.
All right.
So I've now sent a note to the district commission. I'm going to wait to hear back from them.
Thank you.
And we'll see how that plays out.
That's another thing that I'm so frustrated about, is the DEP. I mean, we have worked with them, and now they don't have an opinion?
Well, they won't give an opinion to, in essence, their employer, or to, we're not their employer. They'd only give an opinion to DEP.
Okay.
So. SAM.gov, which is the grant agency, the general grant agency for the federal government. I have to renew the town's certification every year. This year, that also includes a letter that's going to be signed in this case. Well, sorry, we'll have, if Tom could sign it because it was, wrote it when Tom was chair.
Did we vote on it?
But if the board could authorize Tom as the chair when I wrote it,
So moved.
Second.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
and then Pam will notarize that at some convenient time, not at this moment. Cemetery Superintendent, Board needs to appoint Steve Hayward as Cemetery Superintendent for a term expiring May 18th, 2019.
Do I have a motion?
So I'll second it. I'm sorry.
Moved. Now you can second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
For the Mayflower Municipal Health Group, as Linda Cole and myself will be on vacation the date of the annual meeting, could you please appoint Pamela Ducci as the alternate for the town for that particular meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Pool table permit. The board needs to approve the pool table permit for the tee box, I believe. So it's.
Is that annual?
Yeah, it's an
I think it's
annual, but it's a
annual.
date in
Oh, okay.
May. Is it May 15th? Pam?
It's May 1st.
May 1st, oh.
So we're a little late.
Okay,
A
well,
little day late in the dollar store, but we got it.
Are they still shooting pool without that permit? Now, come on.
Yeah, you know, I think the place is kind of like.
Yes, but none of the balls go in.
Yeah, I think it's kind of slow, because every time I went up there to drop off.
Is that like not-
The door was always locked.
well, I think because mostly it's used for the golf, and if golf's in season, then
Yeah,
that'll be.
that'll be-
Right,
too many
exactly,
people.
so,
You
okay.
know, why am I going to be indoors trying to perfect my?
Yeah.
Well, on rainy days, which have been
Quite a few.
a lot of.
Yeah.
I had league today, I'll tell
So
you.
the board's approved that, Pam?
Yeah, the
Okay,
road
they vote.
crews and.
But did they vote
Do I
already
have a
now?
motion?
Yeah,
So
I'm second.
All those in favor? You
Aye.
guys are gonna have to get into sync, okay?
listen, as long as we get it done.
Line item
Hey,
trans.
you're chairman, you should
I
be.
don't have
you should be
anybody beating
organizing.
on me. I can't do, nobody's.
Line item transfers, Highway Department, $1,000 from town roads to the highway expense for additional safety equipment for the employees.
For the traffic lights.
So moved.
No, well,
Oh,
the first thing is,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Second.
All those in favor?
the board
Aye.
signs that one, and then 1,300 from town roads to traffic lights because there was damage during the winter and additional bills to repair the damage at the traffic lights.
Motion?
So moved.
Tell me you.
Okay, so who did it?
Second.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
People can start thinking we're having too much fun.
Memorial Day essays, we received 7 from the elementary school. I think we need to talk at a later date about doing something else besides the essay contest. Will all the selectmen be present at the
Yes.
Memorial Day? Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Okay, I will be there early. I'm not going to be there for the actual ceremonies, but I'll try to make sure.
Is John Bruno gonna
Yes.
MC it?
Yeah, I've been talking with him,
Thank
don't
you.
worry.
And is that something he'll continue to do?
I haven't talked to him about that.
All right, we can ask him.
Yeah,
So did you guys want, I know you guys want to present. The 6th grader, she will not be there because she's going away.
Okay.
so we're down to 6. So if you want to, 2 kindergartens, 2 first grades, 2 fourth grades.
Okay, I'll do the kindergarten.
I'll do first grade.
Roy, and then first will be Karen.
And what's left?
Fourth.
Fourth
Okay
grade.
then.
Millie, is this what happens when you're at the end?
You're doing the higher education.
Well, I was
job.
doing it by height. I have more of a chance of being taller than the kindergarten.
Capital Plan Committee, Finance Committee appointment. Daniel Zotos had met with the Finance Committee a
Yes,
couple weeks
oh
ago.
yes, I talked about this last night.
And I didn't know whether the Finance Committee wanted to hear from the selectmen about which vacancy Mr. Zotos should fill.
Okay, so I did talk to the finance committee, and they were sort of leaning toward having Daniel serve on capital planning as opposed to the finance committee, and I was going to reach out to Mike Zarella, who's a member of capital planning, to see if he would be interested in going on finance, because what we've been trying to do is draw from capital planning so that we have people have some experience with the budget before they go on finance. So I certainly think that we should make an appointment with him to at least have him come in and talk about capital planning.
Okay, but in the meantime, you'll reach
I
out
will
to
reach
Mr.
out to
Zarella?
Mr. Zarella.
Okay.
I will do that tomorrow. I just wanted to make sure everybody was.
Mr. Zoll?
No, Mr. Zarella.
Oh,
I'm
there's
gonna
two
reach out
Z
to-
people
yes.
now.
Oh, okay.
So that's a miracle, right? So I'm going to
I'm
reach out to
confused.
Mike Zarella, who's on capital planning, to see if he's willing to
I
go on
see.
finance. And then Charlie will get in touch with Mr.
Zotos.
Zotos to have an appointment to come in to see us the next meeting to talk about capital planning. Is that all right?
Sounds like a plan.
You tell us what you want.
No. I'm just running a meeting.
So Mr. Gross here to find out what the board would intend to do with the town's option to purchase the Wood Street properties, the Chapter 61A. Where things sat was, I was trying to obviously get the properties appraised so I could bring something to town meeting. The appraiser ghosted me, basically.
Well, that's not nice.
And so I never obviously got anything. I'm not sure that the clock's run out completely. I guess the question at this point is whether there's interest in having me get somebody else to appraise the properties. I mean, there was a little bit of interest from the highway department because eventually we do need cemetery space. The previous time we tried to gain cemetery space was 5-8 years ago, and the abutters weren't really happy about the idea.
But they did move shortly thereafter.
And so that went down at town meeting. I guess I'd like to know what the board would like to
I guess
do.
my first question is, did we pay the other appraiser?
No.
He just didn't show it off?
No.
Okay.
The last time I heard from him was very early in April, and then he was going to contact Mr. Grew, and nothing ever happened, so I don't...
Well, I feel badly because it sort of
Yeah.
puts you in a bad position because it's more time that you have to wait. And I'm sure you have other people looking at the property.
I have some people that are just, they don't want to do anything because they don't want to put money into doing perk tests or things like that,
Right.
and then find out that the town's going to take the
Mhm.
option. So,
Well,
yeah.
do you have an estimate of how much you think it's worth?
I
You don't have to publicly say that. I just put you in a bad position. Sorry.
have an appraisal that was done on the estate itself,
So you'd have
and
to,
then I also have a real estate appraisal. So,
you have to have that to get to the point where we're even considering.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
But I haven't seen the numbers.
Well, normally we would get our own.
right, no, I
Yeah.
understand. It's just-
No, I haven't seen the
right,
numbers.
yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
to find a ballpark to
Yeah.
say, where would that money come from? Where would we?
Well, the only place we could get the money from at this point is stabilization.
Which would be another town meeting.
I hate to tie you up any
Yeah.
longer than we need to,
Mhm.
but the town owns so little property that I feel obligated to the town to at least investigate it.
Yeah, well, let me see, go ahead, sir.
How long will it be before we have another appraiser available
I don't
to do
know.
this?
The last time when I was looking at 2 or 3 firms, I'm hoping I still have their names available. I can find out fairly quickly whether they're available and how quickly they can come back. It might be a couple weeks, for
Because I
instance.
like to say, give him a reasonable date.
Yeah.
Date.
I mean, the board's
set
meeting in
forward.
3 weeks from now, because we have the 5 Tuesdays this month, so we're not meeting next week, we're not meeting the week after that, we're meeting June 12th.
Then do we go on summer session?
Well, we're internally on summer session.
Well,
Oh, that's true.
as much as we need a piece of property and stuff, I don't want to hold the individual off as long as can we set a set date of 30 days from now, a month from now? 'Cause
Well,
we're not going to
sorry,
make
go
it for 3 weeks.
61, I'm sorry, that's what, the option,
Runs out.
120 days runs out June 26th.
Oh,
February 26th, I submitted the letters
Right.
Oh,
to you folks, and I sent the state forest the certified letter.
so that'd just be,
So it gives us a
that'd
couple
be
of
just
weeks to
about
get
a
it
month.
done. I have a guy that might be interested in doing it.
Give me a call tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
find that.
Okay. So, we're going to continue to look at it. I think that's the answer.
Hopefully we'll have an answer by the time we meet the 3rd week. We got 3 weeks before we
Yeah.
meet again, right?
June 12th.
So hopefully by that time we'll have an answer for you one way or another.
With that, what happens then? I mean, does that do away with the 120-day option, or?
As far as I know, we have to have everything complete by then.
Correct.
I'd have to go back and look at the
There'd be an
law.
offer and everything, or?
Well, I mean, I would imagine that would
Well,
be securing funding as well,
Yeah,
because we
right.
wouldn't be able to meet the funding portion without.
It's going to be
special
difficult
town
one way or the
meeting.
other, but
Yeah.
I mean, at least we start off and you have the money set aside for the appraisal. Let's see what we come up with.
Well, it's 90-something acres with a
Yeah.
house and a barn, so it's,
Well,
Considerable.
and it's also a situation that I don't know that the town necessarily would be interested in all of the parcels, because obviously I think there's 4 or 5 of them.
there's,
6, isn't
the
it?
house, there's a house and the land around that, the
Mhm.
18 acres. Then right next to the house, there's another parcel of land, and then around the corner on Fuller Street, there's 64 acres.
Wow.
And almost a 1 acre lot,
Mhm.
.93 I
Right.
think it is. And those are on Fuller Street,
So, I mean, it may very well be the town just wants one.
yeah.
So let's see what I can do.
Okay, thank you for coming in.
Okay.
I'm
well,
sorry,
thank
we
you.
thought.
Trying to get it done as quick as possible. So,
Just keep me advised, when will the next meeting be?
June 12th.
June 12th? Okay, and if anything happens in between, I'll hear from you folks?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you so much.
All right, well, Charlie knows I keep coming in.
It's fine.
No, we appreciate that.
It's just that the flat tires are an indication that you're upset. I understand.
And short of that,
Okay, very good, thank you very much, folks.
Thank you for your
Have a good night.
patience. Thank you for your patience.
I have a question that we don't have on the agenda that maybe we can research a little bit. Several months ago, we had Mr. Harrison in about that truck out there on Plymouth Street.
Well, he came in and he got the permit.
So you're gonna
Yeah, but he was going to put a fence
Right,
up.
well, he hasn't done anything. You're
Yeah,
right.
That's
Yes.
what I was getting at.
Is that the gentleman that was quite rude about his neighbor?
No,
No,
That was off of
he got rid of
Lincoln.
his truck
Yeah, Lincoln
off
Street.
the property, right on the corner of Lincoln.
this is next to the Red Barn.
To the
Oh,
farmhouse.
yes, yes.
Across the street from the car wash.
Because I believe we issued the permit with
Based on the
caveat
fact he was
that
gonna put
a couple
a
sections of
section
Yeah,
of
I
fence.
understood that, the frozen ground wasn't going to help, but obviously by now it's not frozen anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
It's thawed. They've been
Maybe
digging
a
out
letter or a
back.
tickler or something.
Yeah, I mean, Pam and I can check to see when the due date is, but also like we could send a reminder, hey, you have stipulations here, your permit's coming up for, if you're interested in renewing it, you better be in compliance because,
Well, I think we set a date
yes,
for
it
the
was like
fence.
6 months.
Well, no, for the fence.
Fence, yeah.
Was it 6 months to put the fence up? I didn't
No,
think so.
6 months for the
No,
permit.
that's what I'm getting at.
That was supposed to be done immediately
Right,
when the ground
well,
thawed.
we gave him some time
Yeah.
because of the
The
ground
thawed ground.
situation.
Well, it's Memorial Day weekend, maybe he'll build it this weekend.
Oh, we'll check. Okay.
Or he's waiting for the grass to get tall.
For the town audit, we issued an RFP for this. I don't know what input the board wants or what role the board wants to play in this. There are 3 firms that we sent in proposals. Pam and Sandy are reviewing them along with myself.
When you say Pam Maducci,
Ducci, yes.
Can I make a suggestion, Charlie? I don't, remind me, I think we did this last time. I think we had the financial team interview. Does that make sense
We
to
can
have
do
the
it,
financial?
yeah. If somebody from finance committee.
yeah, I've seen those since
That
I'm
way
the
we
whole
have somebody
board.
from the finance
Yeah,
committee,
right,
somebody from
some
the
historical
And
perspective.
we haven't gotten that band together for a while, but
Okay.
I think that might be a good
Okay.
option.
We'll see if somebody from the finance committee can come during the daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I know that
But-
Linda, Dr. Tarsi is on school break.
Right, okay, so, but again, does the board want to interview all 3 firms? Okay.
I don't see.
Do you, so we'll have a
usefulness
member be part of the interview
Yes.
process?
So the financial team would include me and Sandy
Mhm.
and Pam Maducci and, is the town?
Holly, we usually bring
Holly,
in.
yes.
Yeah.
Is with the town?
Usually not Barbara.
No, okay.
but-
And then, yes, and Sandy Nolan?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's good. We can
Yeah, I think.
Do you-
that makes
okay,
work
sense.
that out.
Okay, we have the interviews. Do you want the one, let's say the group that's doing the review has a recommendation for firm X.
Yes.
You want firm X to come to the board?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think at that point,
That point
that
would
the
be
board meets
appropriate.
them,
Okay.
yes.
Great, okay. So
Does
I
that
could-
make
yeah.
sense?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's fine. Just needed
Okay.
to know.
Yep. Do you need a motion?
Sure, let's put it on the record.
I'll move that
Financial team.
financial team, or that discussion we just had. You go with it,
The
Pam.
financial team will
Pam
interview and choose.
Maducci, Kim Roy, Fanny.
And choose,
The audit company, and then they will come and meet with the Board of Selectmen,
then,
because we're the ones that
I'll
will.
want to do interviews the first week of June.
Sure.
and meet
Yeah.
with the board.
I am.
Meet the board.
I mean, I don't have a date or time or
No,
anything.
no, I'm just checking so
Okay.
I can say, oh, this is not good, or this is good, you know?
But not, when I say first week of June, first full week.
Yes,
so-
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about June, the week of June
4th.
4th, yeah.
So when did they start the audit?
Once we pick them.
Once we pick them, they start? No, I'm just saying, is there
Yeah, in all
is there a
seriousness.
particular date in the
Yeah.
fall and just?
No, actually, many times they'll be coming in even now, even before the end of the fiscal year. These are things they can work on before the books are closed.
Okay.
Zoning bylaw committee status. I know the board indicated they wanted actual letters from the planning board and/or ZBA.
Yeah.
We still haven't got anything from either of them officially. I know that Dan Basari saw me at town meeting,
Awesome.
who's interested.
I think Mr. Andrews
The senior,
from the planning
yes,
board.
is interested in.
Yeah, I thought,
I think other members of the planning board are also interested. I
Okay.
don't know how that's going to shake out. But
Okay, so can we just send a reminder to the planning board and the zoning board saying we would like
Mhm.
the names by, you're in charge of that, Tom?
By the 12th.
yeah, by the 12th.
Okay.
Or it'll just be Mr. Diaz and myself. I'm sure nobody will like that other than he and I.
Oh, why? You're confident?
Okay, I'll get something to them.
No, you didn't, your white sheet is done, but
Yeah,
Road
you good?
openings?
Well, Pam, if you have road openings,
Yeah, okay. so-
yeah, I mean, I didn't do everything on the list because there wasn't
Okay,
anything
that's
necessary to talk about.
That's fine.
I thought we were going to get done in 30 minutes. That would have been a record.
Yeah, well, sorry,
We're almost at 30 minutes.
oh, we're over.
So we have the road opening for 26 10th Ave.
Oh, do you want me to go through it?
Sure, if you'd like.
I know. Okay, so we have, the police chief requires one detail, the highway surveyor would like to replace all the proper road and base and pavement, and it is for a new gas service, which is 4x6 road cut with a 4x40 road cut trench.
Okay, so now you're on 61 Plymouth Street.
Yes, that's what the order is.
Right, okay, that's
Yeah.
61 Plymouth, okay.
So that they're gonna shut down the highway to do that? Is it going all the way across the road?
Well, they required a detail, so I would imagine it's,
4x6 road cut.
no, I think it's on the same side of the road.
4x40 road cut trench to install.
Well, the 40-foot means they're cutting the
Gas service.
entire,
That reminds me, I have
Across the
to call,
entire
I have
road.
to do that for me, for my own house.
Okay,
Okay, do I have a motion?
so move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So on 26 10th Ave, we have a 4x6 road cut with a 4x10 road cut trench. And that too is for a new gas service. And the stipulations is the police chief is requiring one detail. And the highway survey is requiring that it replace with proper road base and pavement.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so then you
Oh,
have to
thank you,
sign
Lester.
those, and the next one we have is we have a live entertainment permit.
A what?
Live entertainment permit for.
Oh, yes, for the
Michelle
family
Redford.
neighborhood
Yes.
barbecue summer party on White Island Road with a 4-piece band from 6 to 9. 3 driveways and a front yard are gonna be the parking. The fire chief okays, the police chief okays, and the board of health okays.
So I guess I'll be moving it and okay it on this end.
And I guess I'll be seconding it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And then you guys gotta sign, that's, so those are the 3. And then Kim's just gonna sign this card for, Steve Hayward.
Oh, okay.
So-
And then,
And then I think that's,
okay, you have all the names here.
that's all I need.
Pam does.
Yes.
because if it was me writing the names there, you wouldn't have read it.
Yes.
And we'll have it, actual print.
Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, isn't it funny? Yeah, come on. Oh, that's nice. She's very nice. The 6th graders, too bad she won't be here.
Pam, is there anything else? Is
No, that's all I have.
there anything else that the board wanted to bring up at this time?
Well, I sort of like to thank everybody that participated in Hops for Hops the other day.
Yes.
That's a good.
We are very close. We are very close. We didn't have as many runners as we have in years past, but we did have a lot of people
We had
sign
a lot
up.
of walkers, though.
Well, we have a lot of families participating, which is very nice.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a particularly nice day.
Well, and also that weekend is a very competitive weekend for road races. There are both
Isn't it a bicycle race
in the
there, too?
area and elsewhere. So,
Charlie placed in his age group,
yeah, yeah.
second place.
Ooh, go Charlie.
Well,
Was that the wheelchair race?
I decided at the last minute not to run, so I didn't show him up.
Oh, that was kind of you.
Oh, no, that was the police chief. He was gonna start his engine and drive, and I was gonna catch up.
Well, if there's nothing further, I would move that we adjourn.
I will second that.
All those in favor?
Right.
Night, everybody. See you in a few weeks.
Please come out for Memorial Day.